Right, today I'm actually going to take you on the beaches. I'm going to walk down this beach. This isn't the real sandy beaches, so it's nice and easy. Normally I'd do the pass, but with the people, the dog walkers, the joggers and that, let's give them a bit of space. And it's nice to come down here. Now, I'm praying the microphone works because this thing is becoming a pain in the arse already. I haven't figured it out properly. But shall we go for a walk down here, quickly to the Golden Mile, back to the KN Columbus, and see how this day goes. Not every daily vlog gone well, but I'll tell you one thing what's happened on this holiday. One big thing. I've had tech issues every day. It's been a nightmare. But anyway, an old YouTuber does this. Apparently he's not really coming back here to vlog anymore. So maybe I should do it. You're right, I don't know if this interests anyone on these vlogs, but I started, not all the time on this, I'm still getting used to doing it. Got microphones now, Bluetooth ones, as you see. Just these little guys here, I've put the muffler on because I'm actually near the sea right now. But we have a magnet as well, which means you can put it under your clothes and you don't have to clip. So give me 2 seconds and I'll show you what I mean. 2 seconds up, there you go, magnetised on. So there's a magnet under the t-shirt. I didn't do it showing you because bloody body like a sloth. Don't want to scare you or anything like that, but anyway, I am actually at the beach right now. The microphone's not turned on, that's going to go on in a second, and the gimbal's going to go on as well. As you can see, we're at the beach, and on this vlog I'm just going to go for a little walk down La Honda's beach this way, sort of near into the Golden Mile, and then back to the KN Columbus. I'm going to show you a simple little route. So I've already come down from the KN Columbus. It's nice and early in the morning. The clouds are starting to disperse, would you believe? So I'm trying to do something. It's 8 AM, so I thought everyone else in my party is asleep. I thought I'd quickly come down here and do a little bit of recording. And if you look carefully, you can see another island. So it's very clear out there, I can see it. Always looks like you could swim, doesn't it? But we all know, unless you're an Olympic swimmer or something, even then I think it might be hard. But it just looks like it's literally 5 minutes away, and we know it's not. Anyway, let's get this walk started. Okay, let's just go across these stones. Someone has wrote something, but unfortunately some of it's been mucked up, so I'm not sure what it used to say. There's some beach here. Here's the lovely beach. Still better than Brighton Beach, and this, I say, the better beaches are down like that way and right down that way if you want proper sandy beaches. So if you've never been to Tenerife, this isn't what the really cool beaches look like. A lot of surfers come on this beach as well, but if you want a more space and you just want to chill, it's not a bad beach to come down to, is it? But I thought to myself, why not come down, have a look properly. I'm planning to buy new trainers this year anyway. These trainers have lasted me, what, 18 months for holidays? So I don't actually mind getting a little bit of sand on them anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. I really just wanted to come down and have a look at the beaches. I know people like seeing this stuff as well. I'll be very annoyed if the microphone's not working right now. I'm not going to lie. I'd probably just not make it a video. Here we go, bit of rock. Look at that lovely sea. Obviously the sea comes in a lot more in this, as you can tell. So we're just going to walk across here now. How beautiful is this? That beautiful sea. So as I say, if you've never watched me before, I do come out on weekends quite a lot. Unfortunately, this will be the last time I'm out in Tenerife until November. I've got to give it a little break. I've got to save pennies because I've got a couple of weeks coming up in September. Well, not a couple of weeks, just under a couple of weeks in September for Orlando, Florida, USA, where I love going and doing my Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going with my brother. I'm going to meet my podcast mate out there as well, and his wife, well, not wife, girlfriend, Julie and Simon. So we're going to meet up and a couple of times while we're out there, meet other people I've got to know as well, hopefully, and do Halloween Horror Nights Universal Studios. I won't be doing Disney, but if you're just here for Tenerife, right, I just want to say, come and check out my Orlando vlogs. I do it a little bit different from everyone else. So maybe I can entice you to go out there. And if you don't, you get to enjoy seeing it without going, and, you know, a bit more fun. Obviously, as I was alluding earlier though, after this, I am back in Tenerife, November, with the family this time. And we're out for 2 weeks. So that will be a massive load of Tenerife content. I'll be careful here. I might have to move up in a minute because the sea's coming in a little bit far. As you can see, it's getting right next to me now. So I'm going to get to the rocks and I'm going to move right back in any second. But close as I've been, I don't mind getting a little bit of sand, but I don't want to get soaked. So we're going to walk back in now. The rocky terrains. Just to make sure now. Yeah, so as I said, I'm going to be back in Tenerife in November. I'm going to be doing so many more videos. I might go in video overload for that trip. Family members here. Freya's coming. She's already said she loves being on the camera now. So she might even take over. But I'm out here now. I'm enjoying myself again. Truth be told, hasn't been super sunny, chilly in the evenings, but it's been a lot better than being in the UK. I've got this new saying I've been saying for a few weeks. I work in the UK, but I come out and live in Tenerife, if you fully understand what that means. So as you can see, all the restaurants up here are starting to open up for the morning, probably people's breakfast and that, and people want a lovely early drink. But it's nice just walking down the beach, isn't it? Now, I know I've had a few people ask me what I do for a job. I used to be embarrassed saying it, but the older you get, the more I don't care, because work's work in my eyes. And if you can work, you can get any type of work for the time being, do it. So, truthfully, I'm an office cleaner. That's it. I'm very lucky where I work. The people that I've worked for in their offices are absolutely diamonds. So when I come and fly out for a weekend on a Monday, they let me have the keys for the office. Well, I have them all the time, but I will check with them and I will be flying home on a Monday evening, get home about 11:30, 12 at night, and I can go in and do the job. So I don't have to use holiday because they've already agreed for me for the quick weekends that I come out that I can go in and do the job as long as it's ready for them in the morning. So I'm very grateful for them. I'm not going to say company names or anything. I don't think that's quite right, but I just want to let people know I'm not a rich guy. I'm far from it. I'm just a guy who saves all his money and comes out and does things like this. The YouTube started up with me just making memories. I started to get more into the vlogging side of it, enjoying it, but still to be memories more than anything for me in the future, and family members and friends and family want to see the stuff. And if any of you have come along and started to join in, I want to thank you for joining in with me and watching this. I've met a few people out here, probably the most I've met. And there we go. As we speak, a tech problem begins with me. So as I was trying to allude to, the sound's been working. If you start watching me, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I've met probably the most people I've met knowing who I am. I think only one person has asked for a photo. Yeah, I'm not too bothered if you ask for them or not, but I'm just trying to say, put it into like a chat while I'm walking. But yeah, it was interesting. Some people just ask you who I am and that. One gentleman told me he books the hotel because of me. I always get shocked by that one when I hear that, even though I've heard it a few times now. I think that's pretty cool, and it's always nice to help people out, especially if it's their first time here. People come up to me, ask me where to go. I'm a bit lazy, guys. I'm more of a Las Americas guy. So you've got bigger YouTubers, Scottman, Tenerife, Night Strider, and on Craftmaster, even MacMaster's old stuff. Go and check it out. The Incredible Wilsons, if you want to see different things. I try sit in an area I'm well known for. Every once in a while, I might even pop down to Viscas or Los Cristianos, but this is generally my home. Just want to say, how nice does this look? As I say, I live near Brighton. Brighton Beach is a complete dump, in my opinion. Sorry if anybody's from Brighton, but come on, you've got to agree with me. I live in Creepy Crawley, so don't think I'm insulting Brighton, because I live in a dump myself. Or anybody from Crawley sees this, if you get upset with me saying that, get a sense of humour, please. Crawley's a dump. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. It's my home for life. It's been. But it's always your home. But you know there's better places you could have been. But I wouldn't be me without the Crawley life. Anyway, I'm walking a bit further down. Then we're going to do a little bit more crawling. If people chilling, people starting to do their stretches for surfing. I really have enjoyed walking on the beach. So there's a bit of background on me. You know that I'm a cleaner now. It's nothing special. I ain't rich. I ain't nothing special. I'm just a guy with a camera. I use a Samsung phone, by the way, a gimbal, and these mics. Wasn't all bought at the same time. It took me a couple of years to get everything. I don't really make any money on YouTube that much. And it never was about the money. Once the money was an option, obviously you add it on, but it really doesn't make a dent in what people think it does. You have to be Mr. Beast if you really want to see big money. But I just give you that idea. The myth of even us small YouTubers, we don't make big money. As I said, for me, this has become a hobby now more than anything, what I enjoy doing. Ah, dear, it's just a lovely day though. I know you're thinking, it's a lovely day, but it's really cloudy. I'm out in shorts and t-shirts. When in England, I've looked at my ring cam and it's raining. What can I say? What can I say? There we go, look at this. Don't tell me that ain't stunning. Absolutely beautiful out here. Beautiful. Not too big waves. I'm not sure the surfers are going to over enjoy it today though. Anyway, we move on. There's Metropolis. There's actually seats out. I repeat, there is seats at Metropolis. It's my joke. I always see that place ram-packed and no seats. And I swear they pay actors to sit there all day. But it is finally empty. So if you want empty seats, you've got to come basically when it first opens. And if you want the truth about me, I'd love to move out here. Almost a bit more impossible with the Brexit, without saying the 4 words, to trigger people. It's a lot harder. It's not impossible, but it's not probable anymore, is it? And it's a shame, because if I got into this game before it, I might have took the bullet. My dog would have been young enough to move over. Just to let you know, if you've ever seen anything of my dog, he's 15 in August. He's not sprinting around. I'm starting to see him slow down a lot now as a dog, but yep, he's still about, shocking me. He can still jump quite well. He's still got mobility, slower mobility now, because I mean, he used to be an amazing sprinting dog, Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I think a little cross in him, but I remember once in my town of Crawley, we were in a suburb, an area where you wouldn't expect to see it. We were next to a stream. I think it was about 3 or 4 at that point, and there was a fully grown deer, of all things, to standing there. I usually see him in the woods and that, but I don't usually see him in the streets. Obviously, he's off the lead. There's no one around. I'm being responsible, but you don't expect to be looking out for deers. So he sees a deer, gets near it, it scarpers. He thinks it's playing. He sprints after it. This is a shock. He kept up with it. It stride for stride. He didn't go and try and buy it, jump on it or anything. He just ran right next to it. And he was stride for stride with it. And I was shocked how fast. He used to be a rapid staff. absolute character Ace was. Now he's getting old. He's my old boy. Always going to dread the day because you know it's getting closer that you're going to say goodbye to him. But he has been an absolute perfect partner. Another reason I haven't moved, because the older he got, it didn't feel right to try and move anywhere with him and make him struggle and things like fights and that. We've got to be a bit more responsible in that. But we're getting near the area I was talking about. And we're at Beach Club. So Beach Club, as we all know, Incredible Wilson's going. I think they've got a few vlogs with this stuff in. I've never been. Always a bit pricey for me, Gaz. I'm a bit of a cheapskate version. So if you want a cheap skate version of Tenerife, I'm pretty good at that. If you want to see some cool things, you've got to say you've got people like Andrew himself, Strider. Scotsman Tenerife, I think, does some of the best walks on the island, showing you around the whole island of Tenerife. And then the Wilsons, what I like about them, they show you the family aspect of Tenerife. So I think there's many differences between us video vloggers. There's so many of us out here. I know people say, oh, like there's thousands of you now, but you don't have to watch everyone. You find the ones you like, or even just the one and you watch. And there's enough room for everyone. I mean, everyone in theory on this island should be allowed to do it if they wanted to. We all shouldn't be in competition with each other. Do it for fun. And then if you grow, fantastic. If you don't, just keep on doing it. Because the day this becomes more of a job I'm not enjoying and not something what's meant to be a bit of a hobby and entertainment is the day I reassess, should I be doing this? Okay, we're coming up to this beautiful area, the OA Beach Club. In a second, we'll go left and I'll continue on. And if people are wondering, do I have any kids in that as well? I've had that question. Nope, unfortunately not. I have some great nieces and nephews. Great niece. 2 great nieces. And I got a third, either great niece or nephew on the way. Not sure yet. I haven't been told by them. But I've spent a lot of time with them. Hanging out with them. Some of them I don't see as much as I should do, I must admit. But we do it. And no, I don't have a wife. Unfortunately, I am a single Pringle. Nobody wants. So it does happen. But I'm quite happy. I'm content. I'm not upset. I'm not one of them type of people. I'm happy to be single. Someone came along. You know, it's good. But I'm not going to live my life worrying, oh, will I meet someone? Will I meet someone? Just enjoy life. Don't let things stress you out. Anyway, we are walking down to a part of the Golden Mile. I mean, almost every season I bring in some of the Golden Mile somehow. Right, there is the Park San Diego 4. I understand that one has nicer rooms than the 3. I'm not too sure. Has anybody got any photos in that? And that reminds me, I do have Instagram. You probably saw it sometime through this at the beginning. I do have X. It used to be obviously Twitter. I do have a Facebook group where not many members yet, but if you'd like to join, it's called Epic Field Travel. And I don't want it just to be my stuff. I want you to share your travel. And it's not just Tenerife. If you go anywhere in the world on holiday or stuff you just like to share, this time with your family, Christmas and anything, birthdays, you want to share photos and videos, put them up on the group, ask me questions, all interact. So it's Epic Field Travel. It's in the YouTube show notes bit. So if you go in there, the description and all that, it's all in there as well. But you can just find it on Facebook. It's also a Facebook like page. Easy way to get hold of me on the like page if you want to message me. I do get friends requests on my main Facebook. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop accepting them soon. It's just, unfortunately, you get some bad people, and it spoils for all the people who actually want to be friendly and get to know you. So go and take up the like page and you can message me as much as you want. Same with Instagram. Message me much. I've messaged quite a few people on Instagram and that, because it's not the private Instagram. But for my own private Facebook, if I decline you, it's not because I'm an arse. It's not because I don't like you or a bad person. It's just at some point you have to sit there and you know, take your personal life away from it, and, you know, give yourself a little bit of space, because I'm a little bit more rude and crude on my Facebooks than that. I'm more feel, you know, having a laugh and things like that, what some people may not always appreciate. But here we are at the beautiful Golden Mile. So I'm just going to walk halfway down it, and then we're going to give up the Golden Mile part. So I hope you just enjoyed me catching up, getting to know me a bit more. Football wise, yes, I'm a football fan, massive Chelsea fan. It's hard and depressing right now as a Chelsea fan, seeing what the club's going through. We have to take back that we're not the Chelsea we were before. It could take time to even come a top 4 Chelsea again, if possible. It may never happen. But us Chelsea fans, who were average in the 90s and before, were terrible in some periods as well. We've got to take it in how lucky we've been that we've sat here and watched our club in the early 2000s onwards until now win everything possible in football. We lived the golden era, and we're very lucky to do that. So football-wise, yep, Chelsea fan. Love my football, love football banter. Debating people. I used to do a podcast called Rant Football and Rant Sports. But unfortunately, after COVID, everyone got back to work and it was impossible to keep on doing it. It was good because we had Man United fans, Newcastle fans on it, Liverpool fans on it. We had people from America on it. I think it really would have grown, but it's just getting everyone together. It was too much hard logistics. I already have a great podcast I love doing called Halloween Horror Events with Simon and Joe. What a podcast that is, by the way. Go and check it out. It's about horror events like Halloween Horror Nights, Tiny Shocktoberfest, Thorpe Park's one, Alton Towers one. We talk all news, rumours, give our opinions. We go to these events. We love them. So September, October, the events happen. But we're at these events, but we like talking about them probably 8 months of the year, 7 months of the year. The podcast comes up. I've started a new one, with another Craig Willicks, his name is, and it is the Doctor Who's podcast. That's WHOS, where we talk Doctor Who basically, and you know, all the new stuff, what's going on, try and figure out what's going to happen in the seasons. Craig is a massive Doctor Who. I watch it. I'm not a massive fan, but that's why I let Craig do most of the talking on it and let him get all his enthusiasm out for the show. So go and check that out as well. The Doctor Who's, WHOS. Okay, anyway, you're not here for any of that. Shameless plugs, Phil, shameless plugs. We're here, you know, one of my favourite shops. Yeah, as I say, in there, you do get fantastic small cakes and pastries in the back of that shop. Right to the back of it. As you can see, they've been cleaning the floor in the Golden Mile. Getting it all ready for the day. Seen a lot of cyclists out here this time. Don't know if it's just the time of year that they're here. Yeah, again, people wonder why I just do cleaning, by the way. My body's falling apart. I have osteoarthritis in my left knee since teenager. Unfortunately, it's got progressively worse. Now I'm starting to get pain in it all the time. I think it could be arthritis or something else. I don't know what. I really need to get checked. I'm 100% sure I've got arthritis in me. Spine now. I dislocated my left elbow playing football many years ago. That's weak as hell now. So basically my body's giving. Also, I have a horrible twitch. You won't see it all the time, but the more tired I get, the more you'll see my neck flicking all over the place and that. So yeah, I'm far from perfect. I'm fat. I'm old. I'm going bald, and I'm falling apart. But as you can see, take the punches, live with the life, and enjoy it. Because we're not here that long. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be crying here, and you won't hear this if it's happened, if the mic hasn't done its job and you can't hear me. Because this has been over 15 minutes already, and it hasn't worked. And if you have kept on watching, I just want to say thank you very much. Thanks for watching, I much appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, go and press that subscribe button on YouTube, it's free. That's all I'm asking for. Come and join in and watch a lot more with me. There's the old Hard Rock Cafe. I used to eat there. Many of my friends like it. I think it's because it's generic to me, going to places like Orlando and that, one in London and all that. It's just the same thing over and over again. So when I first came here, I was amazed by it. Love the water fountain features, though, not gonna lie. But now it's just a thing like that. I like trying new places now. On this trip, I haven't done many new places. I've took Danny to some of the places I went on my last trip because he's never been to them. We went to the Four Seasons. And what is the Four Seasons in Delhi Delight? Now, I love that place now because you can have your Asian cuisines from Thai to Japanese, Chinese. You can mix them all together. You can also have an Indian. That's what the Delhi Delight balance of it as well. So if someone wants an Indian and someone wants Asian like food like that, there's a choice for everyone, isn't there? Doesn't that make it a lot better? In my eyes, it really does. Now I've just realised how far I'm walking down so far. So I am going to turn off very soon. So I am going to cross the road. But here's the front way into the Hard Rock Cafe. They do have a shop as well if you want to buy your merch. Generally, I find the merch out here in Europe as well, especially in Tenerife. I'm a bit of a big boy. I wear XL t-shirts. But out here, I would probably say I'm a double XL. So, cheers Tenerife, make me feel super fat. Well, hard rock anyway does it that way. There's a famous Harry's bar. The water fountain's what I'm not on right now. Now the Four Seasons and that, you see it, right up them steps. That's where it is. Hidden behind this Harry's bar and safari to give you an idea where it is. Really nice, really big, fresh food. Really enjoyed it. And if you want to know what Danny thinks about it, just go back a couple of vlogs. We do bring it up eventually, and we know it's not a full review on tour of it. I've done that before in older videos. Go and check that out as well. But just give you an idea what these places are like. We were very tempted to try different Mexican grills and that this time. I don't think we're going to do it. But in a second, I'm going to turn left. I'm going to stop recording for a bit because there's not really much down this way. And then come back to you a bit later in the day. If not, if this is the end of the travel, wow, it's been an interesting, nice walk video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've got to know me. There is, I can't remember its name or something. It's gone from my head, but you can see they're still working on it. Beginning of the March. I heard this was meant to be open by now. It's getting closer. I'm not going to look down the pool area, but as a hotel, it's getting a lot closer. So it looks so much better now, doesn't it? I didn't like that blue look. It looked tacky. They've really done. This is not just a repaint. They ripped the rims apart, everything apart inside. It was a we kept the old skeleton outside, but everything else has been redone. Looks beautiful. Ain't going to be cheap, is it? Obviously, Safari Centre, all the shops. Go and check them out all through here. And just to the right, we got some great bars. Funny enough, I haven't done this trip. It's weird. Some trips I'll be out every night doing stuff, and then some trips I'll be more of a chilled mood. I feel like this has been more of a chilled trip than I expected. And they're just to the right over there behind all these trees and that. Beautiful looking trees all year round. Always seeing work getting done out here as well. Trying to keep the places looking clean and nice. Definitely not like where I live. So all these bars are down here. Go and check them out. Yet again, just behind the Safari Centre, Highlander, and more like that down there. As I say, Delhi Delights, the Four Seasons, literally just down there on this path, next to the can't see its name unfortunately, but there's a sign, you can't miss it. It's at Melroses. So once you see the sign for Melroses, you know to walk down this path. And then we just got a long path down here. What's really not worth me keeping going on. So I'm going to stop for now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that walk for me from the beach into the Golden Mile just here. Going to end it when we get to Yolo's, a little bit chatting again. Yolo Sports Bar area to the Canyon Climb, just to give you an idea. Been a great video though. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. And as always, stay epic.